What's up, y'all? It's your boy Batmac back at it again, finally with the Patriots Connected franchise. Obviously, everybody knows that some hectic stuff is going on with this coronavirus. I've been recently basically working 3 jobs. Got hired at my new job. I still got school, and then the track season started from me coaching at my old high school. But now both work and coaching have both been postponed due to this coronavirus. So now I do finally have time again to get a video out, and I'm very happy to say that because I missed it, not gonna lie. And now looking at it, going into this game, we will be playing against the Detroit Lions. But before we can do that, we do need to look at some contract negotiations. I'm going to try to re-sign Chase Winovich and Dalvin Tomlinson. Get Dalvin Tomlinson signed up for the next 2 years. That'd be solid. He will be 30 by then. And he wants a... Okay, so he didn't sign it yet. He wants a bigger salary. And then Chase Winovich. See what we can do with him. He will be 28 if we get this deal done, so let's get it to him to be 29 right before we probably start letting him go. And there you go, Chase Winovich signs back with the team. So now we will sign him up until have him up until he's 29 years old. 11 mil over 2 years would have been the perfect deal, I guess. And now Joe Tooney, dude, he wants a bigger bonus. We're going to look for that. And a $34 million contract for, 3 years. And we finally get him locked up for the foreseeable future. So that's good to see. Now we got Jared Stidham, Shaquem Griffin getting some nice skill points. And now let's hop into this game versus the Detroit Lions. Can't wait to see this QB matchup.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
Now here comes the greatest quarterback in college football history, Joe Burrow. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season, 942 yards. This is his debut game in our franchise. He's going to hand it off to Kerryon Johnson for a first down there. We're going to try our best to slow down Joe Burrow. We obviously have a very, very good secondary, and they don't have the most talented team. So I'm pretty confident in our ability to be able to stop this team. And I will not be surprised if we give him some real fits. The D-line is insane. Linebackers are some savages. And our secondary is the best in the league. So, like I said, I would not be surprised We straight body this team. So now here goes a 3rd and 8 for the Detroit Lions. Joe Burrow in shotgun, gets pressure, but he gets the ball out, but he's still going to be tackled short of the first down. That is going to be Patriots ball coming up. Marvin Jones got tackled short. Now here comes Tua. 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. They never got to play against each other in college due to the fact that Tua got hurt. So now this is the first matchup of them playing against each other. But I would definitely say Tua has the better team around him. So it's going to work out for Tua most likely. So now 2nd and 6. Tua dropping back, finds Damian Harris, who moves the chains after making the move. 9-yard completion. Taking a look at this defense. They still have Snacks Harrison, the former Patriot Trey Flowers as well. Dylan Moses, the former Bama linebacker, that middle linebacker. And they still have the former Patriot J.C. Jackson as well. So now 3rd and 1 coming up. We hand off to Hoover, and he gets the first down. There you go. So now 2nd and 10. Tua and shotgun. Damian Harris split out to the left. Gonna look for some play action. Gonna go down the field, and it's picked off. Tua try to go deep down the field, and he gets picked off by Walker. Trying to show the arm strength there, and shows it just a little bit too much and overthrows John Ross. So there you go. Interception. Probably should have just done something short. Now Joe Burrow come back onto the field. It'll be set up in the 3rd and 10. Dropping back and finds Hawkinson, who's going to get tackled short by Marcus Peters. Only a 5-yard gain on 3rd down. They're going to be forced to kick the ball back to us. Now 2nd and 9. Got trips left. Tua dropping back, holding the ball for too long there. Eric Ebron gets the catch and moves the chains, getting a couple yards after contact. 3rd and 9. Tua all day in the pocket there, looking down the field for John Ross, and it should have been picked off yet again by Walker. They drop it that time, and we forced to punt the ball. So our offense is kind of stagnant today. So now Jerome Baker with the strip sack, and Caden Stearns takes it into the end zone. And there you go, touchdown Patriots. Jerome Baker with the blitz, forcing the strip sack on Joe Burrow, and Caden Stearns, our strong safety, picks it up for a touchdown. And there you go, Jerome Baker. Making something happen, and now we fully got this lead. Finally, some points on the board. Now, 2nd and 6 coming up for the Lions. Joe Burrow dropping back. He's finally going to get a first down, finding his tight end, Hawkinson. Now, 2nd and 4. Joe Burrow dropping back, looking to throw, and Galladay with the catch and a first down. So right now, Joe Burrow is throwing well. He's 8 for 9. No turnovers. And through the air, he did fumble it though. And now 3rd and 8. Throws it to the hitch route. Stephon Gilmore rallies and gets the tackle on Galladay. Tackles him short of the first down. Going to be forced to kick a field goal. Going to be a 56-yard field goal, and he's wide left. And now that is our ball on the 46-yard line. Yeah, that wasn't even close to going in, man. So now 3rd and 7. First quarter winding down. Tua's gonna hike the ball. And he's gonna find his target, John Ross, who takes the hit from Dylan Moses, but he still holds on to it. So apparently we did miss the extra point. Didn't really pay attention to that. But 3rd and 3, and N'Keal Harry couldn't bring it in, trying to catch it in the end zone. And that's going to be 4th down. We forced to kick a field goal, but we're actually going to go for it. 4th down and 3, and we use the RPO. We hand it off to Damian Harris, who gets the first down, but was injured on the play. Hopefully he does not go to the locker room, and of course that's exactly what happens. Now Damian Harris will not return to this game. So 2nd and 10. Michelle in the game, but sacked. Dylan Moses brings down Tua. Former teammates. Roll Tide versus Roll Tide. Now 3rd and 17. So Michelle doing the slip screen, trying his best to make a play there, but Joe Tooney misses his block on Walker. And now that's going to be tackled short of the first down, forced to kick a field goal. Now 3rd and 6. Joe Burrow is going to try to use a slip screen, but I don't know if they watch film, but that does not work against us. KJ Henry with the tackle. So now 4th and 8. You know we only show this for 1 or 2 reasons. Antonio Callaway is going to make something happen using his speed. Jukes out the punter and the linebacker going down the sideline, but is tripped up, brought down at the 7-yard line. So that's going to set up our offense to have the easiest drive you could possibly ask for. First and goals on the 7-yard line. And Sony Michel walks into the end zone. Touchdown Patriots. Now it's 15-0 over the Detroit Lions. Our defense is shutting down Joe Burrow and company. And if you had our defense today in fantasy, you'd be chilling. So now 1st and 10. Burrow down 16-0, and they're finally going to get the 2nd first down of the game for themselves. Joe Burrow hasn't really done anything down the field. That was a screen right there even. Most of his passes have been probably average 4 yards up the field, 4 yards air travel. And then our defense gets the tackle in the backfield there, and Kerryon Johnson to force the 4th down and 5. Well, they have to punt the ball to us. Now 1st and 10, Tua looking for play action and gets sacked. Dylan Moses, they brought the pressure there as the defense, and Dylan Moses gets the hit on his former teammate yet again. So now 2nd and 10 with the 2nd quarter winding down. Tua's going to look for John Ross, who almost gets a first down. Gains 18.5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and inches. And first down, Sony Michel. So now 2nd and 10, N'Keal Harry singled up. They cover it well, though. And there we go. First down. Third and 10. And Tua gets sacked. And the ball flies into the stands because this game is sensational. So now 3rd and 2 coming up. They keep finding themselves in 3rd and shorts, but they still get stopped by our defense. Shaquem Griffin with the tackle. Now still a 16-0 lead under the 2-minute warning. Tua finds John Ross. First down. There we go. 3rd and 10. Tua with the play action, pressure in his face, but he finds N'Keal Harry on the dig route there. And 1st down, moving the chains. So, clock is winding down under a minute. 1st and 10. Right on the goal line, basically. And Tua makes the stupidest pass of his career. Then it's picked off by J.C. Jackson, the former Patriot. Tua throwing on his back foot across the field, turn around. It's funny is that I actually tried to throw that away, and they threw it the other way because this game is sensational. But now 1st and 10, and Jerome Baker gets the sack. The Lions are going to try to get some glimmer of hope right before halftime with 41 seconds. But they only got one timeout and sit here in a 3rd and 9. Joe Burrow dropping back, and there's just going to be a coverage sack at this point. And there you go. Coverage sack, Dalvin Tomlinson bringing down Joe Burrow. So we got 15 seconds left before halftime. We're going to try to get some cheese there as Tua's going to run and get into field goal range. As we call the timeout, kicking a 53-yard field goal before half. And there you go. Kaufman with the field goal, making it 19-0 at halftime. Tua completely outplaying Joe Burrow. 13 versus 13, and our 13 is killing it. Lucky 13. All right, so 3rd and 9 coming up to start the second half for our Patriots. Tua stepping up in the pocket, finds N'Keal Harry, makes a guy miss, and is brought down just over the 50-yard line, 49-yard line, set up in Lions territory. It's a good 1st and 2nd down, find ourselves on 3rd and 4. Then we throw it short to Antonio Callaway, makes the catch. Focuses on it, doesn't try to get anything after, and secures the catch. So 3rd and 1, looking for play action to Sony Michel, but Dylan Moses did not fall for it at all. And that is a sack. 3rd sack of the game for Tua's former teammate at Alabama. Forces us to kick a field goal. 22-0 lead. And we force yet again another 3 and out. Joe Burrow has not even broken 100 yards passing today. And we're in the 3rd quarter. So now Tua dropping back, and he looks for old boy Antonio Callaway, who's been having a big game today, stepping it up finally in place of Jalen Waddle. Now 1st and 10. Tua dropping back, finds John Ross. 1st down. 89 yards on the day for John Ross. Now 3rd and 9. And touchdown, Antonio Callaway. Tua throwing a straight dart to the end zone, up the seam. Antonio Callaway using that speed to get behind the defense, and Tua just throws a perfect pass. Easy. A linebacker trying to follow Antonio Callaway. That's going to be a touchdown every single time. There you go. Now here we go. 3rd and 7. Joe Burrow dropping back and finally throws a medium pass, but it goes incomplete. Galladay couldn't bring it in. Stephon Gilmore knocking it out. Now 2nd and 10. And we should have thrown it to Eric Ebron, but that is an interception. Darius Slay showing that he still got it. And he picks off Tua right there guarding John Ross. Should have thrown it to Eric Ebron as an easier throw. And it was open. Darius Slay played that perfectly. Well, just a good job by him, honestly. Can't even be mad. Now here we go. 1st and 10. Lions. Carry on. Johnson with a nice 12-yard run there. They get them inside the red zone down at the 19. Now Joe Burrow setting up on the 3rd and 1. They're going to... They call it counter play. Even though we've been getting penetration on that O-line all day. And they lose yards, and then they end up having to settle for a field goal. So 29-3. And now we convert our first set of chains, converting to 2nd and 6. Throwing it to John Ross there. Tua does have 3 interceptions on the day, so that's not good at all. When you look at the season stats, he's actually not doing very hot. As Bowser brings down Tua on the sack. 3rd and 9. N'Keal Harry's going to be open, but Tua does not throw it far enough. And it didn't matter if we did catch it because there's a holding penalty on the play. So we forced to kick a punt it off. There you go. There's the word. Now Joe Burrow looking to get some respect. 2nd and 1. Joe Burrow, pressure in his face, but he finds his favorite target, Hawkinson, for a 1st down. And now he's finally over 100 yards on the day. 1st and 10, Joe Burrow dropping back and finds Hawkinson yet again, who's brought down by Leighton Vander Esch. But he still holds on to it. So Joe Burrow took him a full 3 quarters, but he's finally figuring out how to find somebody open against our defense. And it's always Hawkinson now all this drive. 2nd and inches. Hand off to Carry On Johnson, who's brought down at the 1, but he converts the 3rd down. And keep the chains moving. 1st and goal. And Joe Burrow finally throws a touchdown versus our defense. So there you go. Finally gets something. Now we got 10 points on the board, so it's not too bad. But then the next drive on 3rd down, we throw it to John Ross, who turns the slant into a touchdown. 69 yards to the house. John Ross hits his head on the goalpost. You love to see it. John Ross showing his speed right there, man. Showing that 4.2 speed. You knew once he was in the open field, he was never going to get caught. And there you go. So 36-10 lead over the Lions at this point. It's kind of just insult to injury, but Joe Burrow finally gets he's finally found his rhythm. Still hasn't thrown for 200 yards yet, though. But at least he's finally finding his rhythm. 2nd and 6. Finds Hawkinson. Yeah, so Joe Burrow really kind of just gets the ball out quick. He's not really standing in the pocket. I mean, our D-line does collapse that pocket, so it makes sense. Dalton Thompson was pushing 2 guys back right there. The center and the guard. 3rd and 13. Joe Burrow. Okay, he has a nice pocket there. All day right there, but he decides to throw it away. A little too conservative in my book. They end up getting a field goal. They're going to try to kick an onside just for, some pride. We recover it. Old boy gets hurt, but he'll be fine. Hopefully. And, of course, Robert Foster is going to the locker room. But that's still a victory for our New England Patriots. Tua takes down Joe Burrow, dominating the Detroit Lions, even though we did turn the ball over more than I would have ever wanted to. we tore up Joe Burrow. So at the end of the day, it worked out. Our defense is solid as hell. So 36-13 victory over the Detroit Lions. Beat them in every category besides the turnover margin. And you would think that with that margin of victory that we would have won the turnover margin. But that wasn't the case today, so we kind of have to really figure out how to take care of the ball better and how to just have more of a consistent passing game. It seems like we're kind of big player bust right now at this point, and that is not efficient enough moving forward. But we're still undefeated. Here in week 5, undefeated still, so that's nice. Tua was 17 for 34, 50%, which is garbage. 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You guys saw Joe Burrow's stats there. Sony Michel, 58 yards on 19 carries. That is terrible, 3 yards a carry. So our offense really just kind of stands still right now. That game was definitely a prime example. I mean, yeah, John Ross got a bunch of big plays, so that helps. But our offense is very stagnant today. Don't necessarily like that. Kind of really need to figure out how to become more efficient on the opposite side of the ball. It kind of comes down to play calling, I guess. Just how to find plays that maximize Tua's abilities and our receivers' abilities, especially our run game. Sonny Michel, one of the better running backs in the league, and I really want to get him involved. You guys know the interceptions: J.C. Jackson, Trey Walker, and Darius Slay. But now, as we're ending up this video, Eric Ebron's gonna get a nice little skill point there, bump up to an 87. Caden Stern's gonna get a nice little skill point, bump him up to an 85. And then Tua is gonna get a nice little skill point, bump him up hopefully to an 84. We're gonna add it to his improvising. He's gonna bump up to an 85, and he actually gets an ability slot. So now we go check his ability. He's gonna get the pocket lead. Passes with this ability have extended range on unpressured precision passing from the pocket, besides low and high passes. So there you go. And then KJ Henry gets bumped up to a superstar dev after that scenario. And then same with John Ross. That's why we were giving him the ball so much today. He got over the 150 mark for yards. So he's going to be officially a superstar dev as well. So he's got the post flag elite. He'll be good on post and corner routes. And then KJ Henry gets a nice little skill point for getting the upgrade. And his ability slot. So I'll see y'all next game.